This is the new coop that Barry has been working on. We've still got to put the sides on it with the netting and the roof on it as well. The back fence that our neighbour is redoing, he said we can have the iron off it, so that's going to be part of the roof. This coop is going to be for the black chickens, and we just got some more today, so 3 new little white ones. They look like they're still a bit young. This is the nesting boxes. So if I open one, that's basically what the inside of it looks like, one side. You can see a little ramp going out there. So that's the other side of it. What I'm going to do is I can get boxes and cardboard from my work. So what I plan to do and what I do now is I put the cardboard in the bottom of the nesting box and then put straw on top of it, and that way it's a heck of a lot easier to clean it out, because you just lift the cardboard and don't really have them, you know, clean up poop and stuff. And so hopefully this is going to be finished this weekend. We've still got the black ones and the new little white ones in the other enclosure that's made of netting. So hopefully this weekend, after this is done, we'll move them over here. I haven't done much with the brown shavers at the moment because I don't want to integrate them all. The brown shavers, we've had them the longest, and they're the oldest out of all of them we have, and so they're still a little bit, I wouldn't say aggressive, but they're not playing very nice. And so we're feeding the chickens next to each other but separate, like the browns in their coop and the blacks and the whites separate to them but next to each other, if that makes sense. So probably tomorrow or in the next couple of days I will share some footage of the new little white ones. We've got names for them, so I'll share that as well, and I'll give you guys some footage of them once we move them all on here. We're supposed to get rain this weekend, so I'm hoping it's not that much. At the moment today we've got a really nice fine sunny day, and the fence from our neighbour is due to be probably finished in the next month. So once that's done, we'll know what area we've got to let them run around separately. But I'll share some more this weekend. So finally the new chicken house is finished. Thanks to Barry for completing it for us. Temporarily we have used green netting until we get some proper wire mesh netting. Hopefully this will do for a while. I usually use it for my garden in summer, but there's still a little bit left over, so looks good. And I will introduce 3 new chickens that we got off a friend. Now this friend was the one that gave me the black chickens too. Shut that door because it's a very windy day here. So we had some old tyres sitting up against the fence, and the neighbour said we could do what we wanted with those, so I grabbed one and filled it with dirt from the compost pile, and looks like Miss Brahms is happy in that. Mrs. Slocum is over there digging. Now they've got 2 containers for food. I will get those sorted at some point, give them proper containers. They keep knocking them over. The bucket in the middle I got from one of the local restaurants in town. The attachments I got from Temu, and I think they were some ridiculous price. I can't remember how much, but they were really, really inexpensive. We drilled holes in the side, 4 holes, and filled it with water and added a bit of cider vinegar. So if you've got chickens, you want to add cider vinegar to the water because it's like a health tonic for them. We've only just wormed them all, and what we found was if we put the required dose for each one, depending on their weight, on a tiny piece of bread, they gobbled it up. It was far worse and harder putting their worming treatment in water because they kept knocking over the containers and probably weren't going to drink it as quick as we wanted. So the bread worked really well. So if you're thinking of doing that, put the required dose for each chicken on a piece of bread and they gobble it. You can see Mrs. Slocum's putting on a bit of weight from when we got her. These 3 We're still trying to work out what breed they are. Not quite sure yet. They're quite young. I think my friend said they're about 3 months. But we're continuing with the Grace Brothers theme. And we've got Mr. Humphreys, Mr. Lucas, and Mr. Granger. So they're doing really well. So far the blacks and the whites are getting on okay. Mrs. Slocum once in a while will come and peek at them, but she's like the leader, so that's all right. We decided not to mix the browns in with them because the brown shavers are a little bit aggressive, and I think that's going to take time to get them used to them as well. We might keep them separate indefinitely, but for now the blacks and the whites are getting along all right. I was a bit worried that they wouldn't, and I was going to keep the blacks and the whites separate for a bit, but I thought, hey, I'll just put them in, keep an eye on them, and watch them. And I sat in there for about an hour with them yesterday, and they were actually okay. The blacks, for the most part, ignore them, and once in a while, one of the black ones will peck at the white ones, but that's about it. So far it's very surprising, but they've done really well. So I think Barry did quite well. The iron roof is recycled. We got that from our neighbour. He said we could take it off his fence because it's coming down anyway. So that's all come off. The wood is recycled. It's not treated, but so it probably won't last years and years and years. But that's okay because when we get some more money, we will get some proper wood. But at the moment, I think it's looking really good in here. So this is going to be their permanent spot where they're going to stay. But yeah, it's looking really good. Everyone's happy. Out the window over at the neighbour's shed, and you can see the fence where the irons come off. So I think maybe next weekend we'll probably take the palings down and recycle them for something, because he said we could have those as well. But yeah, that's it for this week, and I think when the weather's a bit finer and it's warm, we'll probably start painting the interior of the house, and I'll share some information about that as well. Mainly photos of what the house was when we first moved here, what it's like now, what we've done to it, what's worked for us and what hasn't, what companies we went to for the kitchen and stuff like that. But for now, me and the chooks are saying bye. So bye and ka kite. Have a great day.